In September 2015, a little-known pharmaceutical executive from Brooklyn became one of the most hated people in America, triggering a massive national scandal. His name was Martin Shkreli, and his face quickly became a symbol of corporate greed. The outrage began when his company bought the rights to a drug called Daraprim, which is a life-saving medication for people with vulnerable immune systems. Almost overnight, he raised the price of the drug from $13.50 to $750 per pill, an increase of over 5,000%. Doctors were immediately outraged, patient advocates were furious, and politicians everywhere condemned the move. While the public saw a villain, Shkreli argued that he was simply playing by the rules. He claimed his only job was to maximize profits for his investors. Many of us assume that pharmaceutical companies make money by investing years of research into discovering brand new medicines. But there is another way to generate profit. It involves buying the rights to older medications that serve very small, specific groups of patients. This creates a niche monopoly. When one company controls a drug few need, they gain total pricing power. With small patient groups, competitors won't create cheaper versions, leaving patients trapped with no other option, no matter the cost. From a Wall Street perspective, this is a highly efficient way to increase the value of a company's stock. Martin Shkreli didn't invent this strategy. The pharmaceutical industry had been quietly rewarding this exact behavior for decades. Other pharmaceutical leaders often use these same tactics, but they usually do it as quietly as possible to avoid the spotlight. Shkreli took the opposite approach. He leaned into his Pharma Bro nickname and used social media to mock his critics. His combative attitude made him an easy target for news outlets looking for a visible face to represent corporate arrogance. The FBI arrested Shkreli in late 2015 for crimes that were completely unrelated to the price of Daraprim. Prosecutors charged him with securities fraud, alleging that he lied to investors about the performance of hedge funds he had managed in the past. While the jury focused on his financial crimes, his reputation was already ruined by his public indifference toward the people relying on his medication. In 2017, Shkreli was convicted on multiple counts of fraud and began serving a 7-year sentence in federal prison. Even after he went to prison, other companies continued to buy up old drugs and raise their prices because the underlying rules of the industry remain the same. Martin Shkreli's real impact was actually an accident. By being the loudest player in the industry, he forced the public to look at a game that is usually played in silence. His visibility helped spark a national conversation about fair competition rules and how to prevent companies from exploiting small groups of patients. Shkreli's story shows us that the problem isn't just one person breaking the rules. It's what happens when those rules are followed to their logical conclusion.